So, you joined me again. Thank you. I just recorded episode 2 and finished cooking the ate the bagel, and went outside to sit on my brother's bench, and I just wept. You know, there's a saying, what goes up comes down, and that's a great phrase for grief. It's at your sort of most joyous moments that the sting of grief is most painful. Yeah. So this is gonna be a bit of a mournful ramble. The but so we have a bench. There's a park outside my house called Aristotle Lane Park. I mean, okay, now you can, I guess the internet can find out approximately where I live. That's okay. Approximately. Yeah. I have this dream. Yeah, in just under 7 months' time, it'll be my brother's birthday again, and we're gonna have everyone who ever knew him on that park with the bench and a big celebration, big meal, hog roast or something, and like party food, music, stage performances. And so I was just thinking what I would say at that occasion, and it will happen. When and really, like, what it comes down to is this: the man that we all knew, he's not alive. You know, people say he's still alive. He's in your heart. Comforting word. These things aren't. But it's true. The sentiment is true, and so the sentiment is this: like, that person lives on as long as you remember him, and it's an if. It is an if. Okay, you think you think you're gonna remember someone that you love more than anything in the world. You think you're gonna remember them forever, and you will to some degree. You will. Obviously, you always remember. You know, you got the photos, what he looks like, but it's actually like you have to remember them as an act. Now, when all the people died in the First World War in England, and the acts of remembrance, the servants of remembrance became a ritual. And there's a great poem that captures this. You know, at the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. And it's like a ritual. You have to actually do it, because otherwise you get and it's very frightening when you realize this is happening. Otherwise, life carries on, and you forget all the golden things. You just forget them, and the other thing is, I only have access to my relationship with my brother, all the beauty that was there. I saw that amazing side of him, but there's actually all these other sides that can only be unlocked when you speak to other people who knew him and loved him, and so he is locked inside all of their all of their memories as well. His actions are inside their memories, and he is in their heads. And so unless I go and speak to all these people and love them and form relationships again with all these people who knew him, those memories are gone forever. And in 10 years' time, they will have forgot that funny thing he did on this day, and they will have forgot. And that's fine. I will forget that as well. And so that's a frightening prospect, that if we don't actively remember that, it'll be gone forever. And all we'll have left is the photos and the memories that we can remember. And I don't want that to happen. So, big party in July. Crowds assembled. Everyone who loved him is here, and it's going to be a beautiful occasion, and it's an occasion of celebration. So you get in front of everyone, and what do you say? Well, you say something along these lines like, anytime you're speaking to a group, this is just a general point about public speaking, to the extent that I have some knowledge of it, not masses. Audience matters. Who is your audience? What you say is dependent on who you're speaking to. So it's always, if you can, to unite. Find something. Can you find something that unites everyone? And that's the reason, like, whatever the crowd is, if you're in a school, if you're in a church, if you're in a conference, all these people are gathered for some reason. Why are they gathered? Why are they in this room? So there's some reason why everyone's here. If you're at a wedding, it's easy. Probably one of the best speeches I've done is at my god sister's wedding, and wedding's easy. Like, everyone's here to celebrate the union of two people. Bam, easy, go off to the races. So it's like why are we here? And begin with that, because then you just have a cohesive. Because then you can address every single member. Like, I could talk about a million things. I'm interested in a million ideas anytime you're giving a speech. And that I say what I think is a fantastic idea. But, like, I know from experience, when I think an idea is fantastic, at best, probably 10% of other people are deeply interested. Often less. So when you find that uniting principle for everyone, what you're doing is you're not speaking to the 10%, you're speaking to everyone. Okay. Point number one. So what's the uniting thing? The uniting thing is, we all knew this man, we all knew this boy, and we loved him. And despite everything, despite his flaws, despite our flaws, we loved him.